Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Clement Lenglet, as it has been reported that the Barcelona outcasts have reached an agreement in principle with Tottenham Hotspur over a 3-year contract. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about this Turkish sensation, Arda Guler, as the Barca targets entourage makes exorbitant commission demands to Barca worth about 20 million euros and it's final. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, endeavor to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. As Barcelona continues to press for player sales, they could be getting closer to offloading one of their out-of-favor stars in the form of Clement Lenglet. According to a report from Sport, Lenglet and Tottenham have reached an agreement in principle over a 3-year contract, and the deal is now dependent on the two clubs finalizing transfer fee. Lenglet spent last season on loan at Tottenham and he was a regular in the side, making over 30 appearances. While Tottenham Hotspurs announced the termination of Lenglet's loan deal earlier this month, talks with Barcelona over a permanent transfer have continued in the background. Reports have suggested that Barca wants 10 million euros for Clement Lenglet, which could be a figure lower than their initial demands. However, Tottenham are unwilling to match that figure as they will be taking over Lenglet's wages moving forward. As per the report, Spurs have made a significant effort to try and get close to Lenglet's current wages to agree a 3-year deal with him, and as such they are offering just 5 million euros to Barca for his services. Given the La Liga champions are desperate to get his wages off the books, there could be some compromise with regards to the transfer fees. As of now, negotiations will continue between the two clubs to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. But with Lenglet and Tottenham agreeing a 3-year contract in principle, things could get moving in a more swift manner in the coming days as Barcelona hope to close the Frenchman's sale by this weekend. Of course, this should be great news for Barca, as so far a club that haven't sold a single player, and they know very well that they need to sell a player in order to buy one. And of course, even though I've bought some players already, we can't register those players unless they are sales. Gundogan, Vitor Roque, Inigo Martinez, those players are sure that they will come, but they can't be registered. If things remain the way they are, they can't be registered. So Lenglet, who has been one of those players who was out on loan last summer, has strongly been linked with an exit permanently, as Barca have been pushing for Tottenham to buy him permanently. After the scare that Tottenham gave Barca by announcing that Lenglet will be returning to Barcelona, Tottenham later changed their mind that they might sign him permanently, as Barca have been pushing. Barca have been asking for 15 million, but they later lowered the amount of fees to 10. But still yet, Tottenham have refused to pay such an amount. They are saying that they have but 5 million, considering that Clement Lenglet's wages are high. And they know that when they buy him permanently, they will be the one to take charge of all the payments of Lenglet, as it will be their player 100%. But Barca have still not come to common ground on that transfer fees with Tottenham. So the good thing is the agreement between the player and the club is final. Barca now need to make just the final sale, and likely will be the first sale of Barcelona. So hopefully Barca can do things quickly. They can do things quickly, because honestly it is going to be very, very humiliating that La Liga will be starting very soon, maybe August 12th for example, and we start hearing issues of registration of new players. This player can't play because he isn't registered, or these players need to reduce his wages so that the other one will play. All those things bring a lot of problems, and as a new player, nobody would like to come to a club where he is not guaranteed many things. He's not guaranteed first match of his season or first match of his career at the club. What sense does that make? So I think that Barca need to get guarantees for these players. They need to start selling. They need to start selling. We understand that there have been issues of players refusing to leave, saying that they want to see out their contracts. Earlier we talked about Ansu Fati and Ferran, as Barca are currently upset with those two players as they are refusing to accept any offer from other clubs showing interest, and it is really causing headache in the Barcelona ranks, in the Barca offices. So let's hope that sales can take place, which are very, very necessary for purchases to go on. And so far, we haven't sold any player. Lenglet being one of those players on loan who impressed fair bit at Tottenham, played more than 35 matches in all competitions. Looks like he will stay there for the time. In fact, he will stay there permanently. And that is what Barca are really hoping it happen. Players like Sergio Dest, Umtiti, Nico Gonzalez, Alex Collado, many of them were on loan. Majority of them did not really do well, and Barca are hoping that they will make some cash from those permanent sales, and hoping that it will help the coffers and also help especially in player registration. Then moving on to the final story of discussion, Arda Guler appears to be the next big thing in the football in Europe. With a unique and refreshing profile, the young star has attracted a lot of interest from many parts of the world. Barca are just one of the numerous clubs showing interest for Arda Guler. Over the past year, Arda Guler has not only excelled with his club Fenerbahce, but also with the Turkish national team. His versatility allows his coaches to play him at a plethora of positions, and his final ball and composure in the face of the goal make him so special. According to a report from Sport, Xavi Hernandez and the sporting department have given the green light for the player signing. However, the deal is rendered complicated because of the demands of his entourage. Arda Guler's environment is said to be demanding a commission of at least 20 million from Barca, similar to what Dortmund paid for Erling Haaland some years ago. Arda Guler's signing will cost Barca about 17.5 million euros. His release clause amount and the addition of an exorbitant commission will take that figure to 37 in grand total. Quite unsurprisingly, that price tag deters Barca from that race, isn't it? 18-year-old Arda Guler made 20 league appearances for Fenerbahce last season, scoring 3 goals and creating 7 big chances in the process. Furthermore, he averages 2 key passes and 2 successful dribbles per game. Given that clubs like Real Madrid, AC Milan and Newcastle United are interested in his signing, the player will have economically superior offers in his table when compared to Barca. With his entourage paying emphasis on financial issues, Catalonia may not be that ideal home for this talented man. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.